Have you ever met someone who seemed too good to be true? Charming, confident, and magnetic, but beneath the surface, something felt off. Maybe they manipulated you, lied without remorse, or left you questioning your own reality. What if I told you that these individuals might possess what psychologists call the Dark Triad? Today, we're diving into the shadowy world of manipulative personalities. By the end of this video, you'll learn how to spot these traits, protect yourself, and understand the psychology behind their behavior. So, let's unravel the mystery of the Dark Triad. The Dark Triad is a term used in psychology to describe three overlapping personality traits: Narcissism, Machiavellianism, and Psychopathy. These traits exist on a spectrum, and while not everyone with these traits is a criminal, they can be incredibly destructive in relationships, workplaces, and even society. Let's break them down one by one. First, narcissism. Narcissists have an inflated sense of self-importance. They crave admiration and lack empathy for others. They might charm you with their confidence, but behind the scenes, they're often manipulative and entitled. Next, Machiavellianism. Named after the Italian philosopher Niccolò Machiavelli, this trait is all about cunning and manipulation. Machiavellian individuals are strategic, deceitful, and willing to do whatever it takes to achieve their goals, even if it means hurting others. Finally, psychopathy. Psychopaths are characterized by a lack of empathy, remorse, and impulse control. They're often fearless and thrill-seeking, making them dangerous in both personal and professional settings. Together, these traits form the Dark Triad, a dangerous combination that can leave a trail of emotional destruction. Now, let's look at some real-life examples of the Dark Triad in action. Take Ted Bundy, for instance. Bundy was a notorious serial killer who charmed his victims with his good looks and charisma. He embodied all three traits of the Dark Triad: narcissism in his belief that he was smarter than everyone else, Machiavellianism in his calculated manipulation of his victims, and psychopathy in his complete lack of remorse. But the Dark Triad isn't limited to criminals. In the corporate world, you might encounter a CEO who exploits employees, lies to shareholders, and takes credit for others' work. These individuals often rise to power because of their manipulative skills, but their success comes at the expense of others. Even in everyday life, you might encounter someone with Dark Triad traits: a friend who constantly gaslights you, a partner who manipulates you into doubting your own reality, or a coworker who sabotages your efforts to get ahead. The question is, how can you spot these traits before it's too late? Recognizing the Dark Triad isn't always easy, but there are some red flags to watch out for. First, pay attention to how they treat others. Do they lack empathy? Do they dismiss or belittle people's feelings? This could be a sign of narcissism or psychopathy. Second, observe their behavior in conflicts. Do they manipulate or gaslight you? Do they twist the truth to make themselves look good? This is a classic Machiavellian tactic. Third, notice how they handle criticism. Narcissists, for example, often react with rage or defensiveness when their ego is threatened. Psychopaths, on the other hand, might remain eerily calm, showing no emotional response at all. Finally, trust your gut. If something feels off about someone, don't ignore that feeling. The Dark Triad thrives on manipulation, and your intuition is one of your best defenses. So, what can you do if you encounter someone with Dark Triad traits? First, set boundaries. Manipulative individuals often push limits to see what they can get away with. Be firm about what you will and won't tolerate. Second, document everything. If you're dealing with a manipulative coworker or partner, keep a record of their behavior. This can protect you if things escalate. Third, seek support. Talk to trusted friends, family, or a therapist. Manipulators often isolate their victims, so staying connected to others is crucial. And finally, remember this. You can't change someone with Dark Triad traits. The best thing you can do is protect yourself and walk away if necessary. The Dark Triad isn't just about individual behavior. It's a window into the darker side of human nature. By understanding these traits, we can better navigate the complexities of relationships, workplaces, and society as a whole. But here's the twist. While the Dark Triad is often associated with harm, it's also a reminder of our own resilience. By recognizing manipulation and standing up for ourselves, we reclaim our power and rewrite our stories. So, the next time you encounter someone who seems too good,